A stranger knocked at 9 p.m. I showed me a video called Angel Frequency. In the dark basement, I heard voices humming inside my skull. Then he vanished into the closet. But I've never met Tom before. What did it do to me? The Angel Frequency. You know that sound? The one you hear when everything else is silent? The high-pitched whine. It's not just a droning whine. It's a voice. One particularly cold afternoon in August, I was sitting in my bedroom when I heard something hit my window. I took my headphones off and glanced at the window, thinking it was just something from the music. I ignored it and went to put my headphones back on when I heard it again. Standing up, I made my way over to my bedroom window. It was getting late, and the sun was setting, frost creeping up the glass from the winter cold. A figure was standing in my backyard, looking up at me. "Tom?" "God damn it," I groaned, pushing the heavy window open. It was an old house, and most of the moving parts had been painted over by the old owner. It shuttered open, and I stuck my head out the window. "What do you want?" I called out to him. "Open the door, man. I need to show you something." "It's like 9 p.m., dude," I complained. "Trust me, I'll be super quick." His voice carried in the icy breeze. "Apparently it can make you hear God," he said, sitting down on the corner of my bed. Wait, start again. What do you mean by the sound of the silence?" I asked. "Okay, so the video is kind of low-key. Not many people have watched it, but apparently he looked around the room like he had just heard something." "Tom?" I prodded, confused. "Sorry, it's like this trend or whatever. It's called the Angel Frequency." My curiosity piqued. "The Angel Frequency?" I rolled my eyes. His eyes followed mine, and his mouth twitched slightly. "So," I gestured with my hands. "Right. Yeah." Tom fumbled around for his phone in his pocket, struggling a little before finally getting it out and unlocking it. I walked over to him, and he turned it to face me. The screen was just black, with a few very light flickering gray lines. A shiver ran down my back as the noise started. It was hard to hear at first, a very slight hum or drone. I swallowed hard and leaned in closer to hear it better. The screen flashed to white before the video stopped. I'm confused." I squinted at him. "What?" His face dropped slightly. "What was that?" The hair on my neck was standing up. "Didn't you listen to it?" He flashed a weak smile. I groaned and took a breath. "Okay, very funny. I get it." I shoved him and sat down at my desk. You didn't hear it?" His smile wavered. "Shut up, man. I get it. I'm serious." He looked back at his phone and played it again. As he watched, he nodded slightly, and I saw his eyes dart left and right as the droning noise started again. He paused it halfway through and looked up. "Maybe it's too loud in here." We locked eyes for an uncomfortable moment. "Where did you find this video again?" I raised an eyebrow skeptically. He stood quickly. "What about your basement?" I let out a weak laugh. "What?" "Your basement. It's got to be super quiet down there." "It would be perf." His eyes darted around the room before quickly starting again. "Perfect. This isn't scaring me, dude." He turned his head slightly in surprise. "It's not scary. It's not. It's not supposed to be scary," he stressed. I sat there, staring at him. "Come on. Trust me. It's worth it," he said, opening my door and walking out of the room. "Fucking hell," I groaned, standing up and following him down the stairs into the basement. Our basement wasn't your typical dusty, cobweb-filled dungeon. It was actually pretty nice. My dad had just renovated it a few years ago. The carpeted steps led us down to the main room. I flicked the light on, and the bright halogen blinked to life. "No, I think we should have the light off to get, like, total sensory deprivation," Tom said, turning to look at me. "No way, dude. That's fucked." I laughed nervously, unsure whether he was joking or not. He stared at me, as if waiting for me to turn the light off. "No, dude. It's freaky. I'm not turning the light off." Tom looked annoyed. "I told you it's not scary. It's just a stupid video." "I don't care. I don't even want to watch it, I argued. You don't? What? He looked genuinely confused, shifting slightly. I dropped my fake smile to show I was serious. Please. Just. He gestured around the room, pausing halfway, and looking perplexed at a door behind him that led to a linen closet before resuming. Trust me, you've already seen that it's a short video. I let out a frustrated sigh and looked at the light switch, then back at Tom. He stood there, almost too eager for me to turn it off. Through gritted teeth, I turned the light off. Okay, sit, he said, from somewhere in the darkness. I paced over to the couch and sat down. The screen lit up in front of me. I hadn't even heard Tom move. Annoyed, I stared at the same screen as before, black with small gray flecks flickering in and out. Then, as the video went on, I started seeing shapes, abstract ones I hadn't seen before. The droning started again, but it wasn't as faint this time. I could hear it clearly, more of a hum, like someone bored on a train. I could hear a melody. I think I hear it, I said. Tom didn't answer. The noise picked up a bit. A clear melody, like a man humming a tune. It was definitely a deeper voice. The shapes were clear, geometric. The flecks were the outlines, moving and shifting left and right quickly. The humming got louder, and I thought Tom might be humming it too. I couldn't take my eyes off the screen. My skin prickled, and a shiver ran down my spine. The phone flicked off, and I was bathed in darkness and silence. I could still see the shapes, like when you look at something bright and it stays in your vision for a while. Turn on the light, I said, trying to stand up, but my legs felt weak, like I hadn't stood up in hours. Tom? I called out, blindly stumbling forward to where the light switch was. My hand hit the wall as I slid it around, trying to find the switch. Dude, this isn't funny, I complained, suddenly feeling extremely vulnerable in the dark. I felt my pulse quicken. My hand found the switch, and I flicked it on. The halogen light blinked on. I spun around and looked at the room. Empty. Tom? I called out, my voice cracking. My eyes landed on the linen closet, the door not fully closed. Dude, not funny. I approached it slowly, everything in me resisting. The humming started again, coming from the closet, louder, clearer. My hand closed around the doorknob. As I began to open it, a sudden thought jolted through me, like a bullet piercing a blanket. I've never seen Tom before in my life.